And that's what gangs do. It's the same thing gangs do. You have to steal from a store when you're young, and then you have to
like mafia. Like you ever watch Sopranos or like Godfather or any of those movies.
So there are these trials of corruption where they corrupt you. They try to corrupt your behavior through making you do something that's corrupt. So what I would say is the same principle should apply for staying good. So just making sure that your behavior is consistent with a good person. And I'm not going to tell you what a good person is. I think everyone knows what that is at the end of the day. Everyone knows what good is. Everyone has that. I feel like it's innate. Everyone, I feel like it's something everyone knows at the end of the day. At least,
it's definitely something everyone is born with.
Yes, yeah. Maybe the gray areas.
We're all born with innocence, but...
Yeah, the gray areas you might need to do some philosophizing about, but pretty much everyone knows it, to treat people the way you want to be treated and all these things. So doing those things is going to inoculate you, and it's going to make you, it's going to, just the same as the corruption trials corrupt you, the virtue trials are going to really strengthen your conception of, okay, this is how I'm living, and I'm going to do this, and I love doing this, and this is who I am, and that's not going to change. And I'm going to keep, putting that energy out there, living this way.
Okay.
So, Nick, what about you, man? What advice do you have out there to give to people who want to maintain that integrity?
I guess I'd put it like this. My advice would probably I would say it's probably not going to be as deep and as, what's the right word? Intriguing, maybe? This is going to actually sound a little cliche, actually. For those who don't know the story of Warren Buffett and his, and a person of a similar stature, I don't know why I can't remember his name. But anyway, Warren Buffett, what's famous about him is not the fact that he's a millionaire or billionaire. He very much is.
Yeah.
But it's how he got there. Because oddly enough, unlike many of the very wealthy and powerful individuals like them, their origins started off as, for instance, a guy who would drive the golf carts and pick up the golf balls.
Yeah.
And every day he would go to a McDonald's with coupons and get a certain size with their small Coke. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this story is that I would not recommend that you do that kind of strategy to that extreme. But what I'm saying is, like what Warren Buffett was doing, he was saving money and using it to the most bang for your buck that you can do. And you use the means that you are able to do. Because, you can listen to all the podcasts you want. You can read all the books, but there's nothing like it if you were to learn straight from the horse's mouth or to actually experience it yourself so that you can actually figure it out. Because if you heard it from someone, that's from their experience. That's from their circumstance. That's not in your circumstance or experience. It's a good reference, mind you, but it's better if you do it yourself or that you have worked under the wing or with someone that had experienced something like that, so that you yourself as the individual will also be a positive influence on those around you, and they're going to want to become that as well. And then that just amplifies more and more and more as you go by this. So I guess the overlying answer is just simply learn how to control your finances and what you do with them, and preferably put them in somewhere where it will build itself up over time so that you can use that for a rainy day. That's pretty much how a lot of good people have gotten wealthy.
Yep. Yeah.
Going back to the beginning of our discussion, I asked you guys, how much money do you want to possess? I think my next question I have for everybody, and everybody out there, is literally and metaphorically, how do you want to build your house? I think that's such a great question. What do you want to build your house? Do you just want a bunch of money just to build it? That's fine. Like, what topic do you want to build your house with? I want to be successful in politics. I want to get a lot of money from that, and I want to build my house that way. Well, I was looking at my parents' house. It's very nice, and I imagined my own, and I said, I want the arts to build my house. That's what I want. I don't want anything else building my house. I want to become successful in music or art or whatever I do, and I want that building my house. So I think in today's discussion, having good morals, having good background, having a lot of heart, and working very hard. I love having fun, I really do, but I'm getting to this point in my age and my college career where I'm like, I'm kind of sick of having fun until I have the money to do it. Yep. Like, I want to get back to just working hard every single day, and I have so many friends that complain about working when I'm just like, man, I'm just so proud to be doing it.
Yeah.
Make sure you work hard. I think that's very, very crucial, and it's going to be good for your character. Because getting billions of dollars, you will be corrupt. If you woke up with $1 billion one day, you just said, okay, like, you might even be the biggest piece of shit ever. They even say being born into poverty is one of the best things that can happen to you. I wasn't.
You'll be humble.
Yeah, you will be humble. Make sure you work hard, know where you come from, and what do you want to build your house? What do you want? What is it? And I think once you figure that out, you'll go onto that pathway of success. So, yeah.
And on that note, I think we can sort of cut it right there. This was the word of the day. Those words were money and corruption.
Thank you for joining Word of the Day.
And another thing that if you want to maintain your integrity, we do podcasts regularly where we mix in real knowledge, real wisdom, giving you guys the information out there that's going to help you live a better life. But also we talk about virtue. So, things like having courage, things like working hard, things like honesty and things like respect and stuff like that. And not in a goody two-shoe kind of way, but no, how can these things strengthen you and truly make you rare and make you, the type of person who is excellent at everything that they do. And this is Nick, this is Parker, and I am Jordan, and it was a pleasure to do this podcast with you guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.